What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol WISH for ContextLogic. Of course, this is just the Wish company, the online fulfillment. So what are we looking at here? Daily on the left-hand side and the 30-minute intraday time frame on the right-hand side. These guys did just announce earnings after the bell. So let's flip on our extended hours session and just see how brutal this move was. Certainly a downside move, right? And consolidating at the lows, potentially getting ready for another push lower. There's a lot that can happen between now and 9:30, but for the sake of today's video, let's assume that we're opening lower. Let's go ahead and say that we open somewhere down here around, let's call it 770, and the pre-market low is going to be in here, 735, give or take. That being said, let's turn that extended hours back off, clean up the chart a little bit, and what we have to do is focus on the daily time frame chart just to even see those levels, and I actually have to adjust, right? Look at this. I have to do something like that, and we'll potentially be opening somewhere down here. So all things considered, what have we done structurally? Certainly broken down out of this range which we had, and generally what we look for is a doubling of the range, and kind of that pre-market low or post-market low that we've put in so far is kind of right at that range double area. How do we play gaps, right? This is always what we talk about, on most of these tickers that we're covering that have earnings. A gap is simply going to be played like this. If we open here and fail to take out the pre-market low, whatever that ends up being, and we cross back up through the open, you're looking to go long to start to fill the gap and trade up towards the gap fill area, today's low at 933. Of course, there should be an intermediate resistance here closer to 888, call it 9 the whole dollar, basically looking for that gap to fill. And again, resistance could come in slightly early from the bottom end of the prior range, which of course looked something like this. That's the upside case. That's how you think about that going into tomorrow's bell. However, if we do something like this, let's say we open here, we move lower, we consolidate in this range, form a bit of a flush point here, take the break for the gap and go, in which case, what are our targets underneath? If we scrunch the chart up, there is zero price history here to look at, essentially to the left. Nothing there. Let's even try to go and grab some more time here. I don't think there is any more time. We'll go to 3 years just to see what happens, and nothing, right? That's all the price action we get. So how do we sort of look at this objectively? Well, we'll go back over to the 30-minute time frame chart, go into our extended hours session, and this is just a very quick and dirty way to do it. There's no, this is not a guaranteed method, okay? I want to make that abundantly clear. This is just kind of spitballing out into the dark. So if we go from the high all the way down to the low and kind of to the pullback area that we have thus far, somewhere in here, let's see where our extension sort of put us. Again, zooming back out on this daily, scrunching it up to see where we go. The ones we want to focus on here first are definitely the 61.8 extension, so this one here at 626, and then after that, the 100% extension here at 536. Those are potential targets to the downside on a gap and go, a move lower here inside of Wish. Let's quickly take a look at the options chain, see what's going on, and I would argue, yeah, there's actually some really good open interest and volume here on the put side, so it would be potentially viable that way. You will notice on Thinkorswim that it is hard to borrow, so there are no shares to go outright short in that manner. So keep that in mind if you are trying to play this one to the downside on tomorrow's open. So that's how I'm going to think about navigating this into the bell tomorrow. Remember, a lot can happen between now and 9:30, so there's no saying that it's definitely going to be, this is going to be the open and that's going to be the pre-market low. That could change by 9:30, but you have some targets mapped out. You have my general thoughts and how I'll go about trading this myself at the bell at 9:30. So if you enjoyed today's video or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, we wish you a green trading week.